Hot in here today, boy. Woo! You can feel it. Big difference. Big difference. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Dad's Workshop, where we have a members only chat today. So feel free to watch. We love our members. Want to show that appreciation. Can't do the members only stream, got to make it a members only chat. Woo! A hot one today. Hot, hot, hot. Hey, this thing's starting to come around. Doesn't even look too bad. We got our curve shape coming together. Sympathetic curve will come off here. I'm gonna take some off. This side's got to come down here, all the way through here. It's like Thor's recurve bow right now. Who do we got in the house? We got Billy. Welcome, Billy. No one else yet that I see in the chat. Billy, we love you. We know. I just noticed now you're not a member. Hopefully somebody throws some gift memberships one of these days and we can get you to be a member. I'm not a member either, so I couldn't chat in my own chat, to be honest with you. Woodshed by Dan, welcome. Welcome, Woodshed. Using the wrong side. That was the rip cut side. Curve goes up, so that's right. Approximately. Welcome, welcome, Dan. Appreciate having you. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate those likes. Should be down some from that line. That right there. That's good. How's everybody doing? I'm good, man. How are you, Dan? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everybody. Be sure to double tap that screen to like this video. Make sure you subscribe too if you're in the gallery and you can't chat. I understand. I'm not a member of my own, so I can't chat on here either, believe it or not. Probably do a tool sharpening today, but I'll go ahead and pass on it and do other stuff. Maybe you angle that thing a little more. I'm not loving the way I'm looking at it. I can't tell, but yeah, that's probably good. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little more out there. I'll start whacking it with a chisel. Oh, good, Billy. I'm glad you're still in. They must let mods be in too. That's good. Gotta have mods. Gotta have my mods. It's a naughty spot here. I turn that fan just a little bit. A little hot over here. TGIF said woodshed by Dan. I agree. I agree. We on that members only chat today. It's members only. It's members only. Only. Y'all know that song? It's members only. It's members only. I gotta get a little bit off of this spot here. Ooh, I had to put the fan on in here. Are you married to a Heather? There, Billy? Tap that screen, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's just gonna be a lot of material out of here. Move this in this way. Right there. Shout out to all my members right now. It's Woodshed by Dan and Billy Mod in the chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And then we got Heather. What would I do without Heather? What would I do, baby? What would we do, baby? Sorry. Sha-la-la-la. I don't know where I got the Family Ties theme from. There we go. It's all. Yesterday was Family Matters. Today it's Family Ties. And on that note of family, man, please do consider joining the family by becoming a member. See how I segued that? You like that segue? Like I went to journalism school. Almost like I went to journalism school, folks. What would we do, baby, without our members? What would we do, baby, without you? Sha-na-na-na. Y'all like that? That's my members song that I stole directly from Family Ties. I'm gonna get sued by the ABC Corporation. Sha-na-na-na. Let's flip this around. Little flipperoo. Oh, what would we do, baby, without you? That's to my members. Shout out. I know I can croon you into membership. Watch me croon you into membership, folks. This came out of my hair. Some of the stuff people watch on live stream just blows my mind. Makes me think I got more value to this content than I thought. Uh-oh, I better put my gloves on before I get a splinter. More jingles? Y'all know that song though? Like, how many of y'all go back to Family Ties days? Like, how many of y'all actually remember Family Ties? You know what our family tie is? That we're all members of Dad's Workshop. That's our family tie. So become a member today. At the bottom, you have your membership link. For the price of less than a Popeye's chicken sandwich, you can be an invaluable member of our team here. Probably put you to work, you know. That's how we roll. Getting into that Bee Gees range there. And Smokey Robinson range. Man, I miss Popeyes. Can't eat it anymore because I got celiac. So Popeyes is one of the places I like, though. I'm making this bed banister right now. If y'all want to get in on that chat, exclusive chat, gotta become a member of Dad's Workshop. Become a member of this family. And then I'll sing you this song. Oh, what would we do, baby, without you? I'll be the next Michael McDonald up in here. Oh, what would we do, baby, without you? I'm going to keep doing that all day. 300 to 121, wow. It appears people like the exclusive nature of this content. Exclusive. We ain't playing around. Oh, you talking about what I'm doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So fun without power tools, Dan. You got nice sharp hand tools, you know? Watch that, see that? I ain't playing around here, Dan. All these people that talk their shit about me, they can do whatever they want. The reason they talk that shit, they scared, Dan. They scared up in here, man. Game recognized. Game. That's what it is. Tap that like button. Double tap that screen. I have a feeling pretty shortly we're going to see some more members pop in here. It's a matter of time. Get a new member, somebody will get a drum roll. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't bank on anything, but definitely love to put that drum roll down. La da da da. Doobie doobie. Skibidi doo, baby. How you doing, Dan? How you doing there, Billy? How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. Big shout out to Ricker Creations, wherever you're at, Ricker Creations. I spun the wheel and landed on your name there, Ricker. Wanted to give Ricker a shout out. Ooh, a little blowout right there. That's okay. We'll deal with that. We are, man. We are doing good. We are doing very good. Here in Dad's workshop, and even outside of Dad's workshop. Alright, so that means my next set of cuts has to come in. I kind of carved that out of it now. Yes, sir, it's coming together. I probably just need to draw at this angle a little bit right here. Good, Dan. Glad Dan said I'm doing good. Just working in the shop. That's good. That's what we like on here. Let us know what you're doing in the shop so we can praise you like we should. We have to praise you like we should. Cereal. Tricky, tricky, tricky. More like right there, right? No, that's too shallow. I don't know, that just looks too deep for me, y'all. I need my eraser. I'm gonna have to take that line off and do another one. Should be like right here. That's probably more like it right there. Trying to find out where the sweeping curve I want is here. I want to welcome all my members that are in the live stream. Feel free to say something in the chat, since it is a members only live chat. Looking for an eraser. Found my little saw. Might have to do it without. Just have to be careful. Have to be careful here. Plywood. Plywood in the house. P-Dub's here. I wonder if he got his mallet in the mail. P-Dub, get your mallet in the mail? We do giveaways here at Dad's Workshop. To subscribers, definitely subscribe. Just because you can't chat right now, you should still subscribe. Because we do subscriber giveaways also. I'm using the rip side of my saw on the wrong application here. Sorry about that. Subscribers and members. We love our subscribers. We love our members. Pelado. Welcome in, Pelado member. No, I don't like that. It'll get there soon, I guess. Mail, they say at the post office, more like 7 to 10 days now, but I haven't had too much of that going on. Definitely seems more and more like it's going to have to be reliance on private carriers like the other carriers. Like they're doing better right now, seems like. Boom, ba doom, boom, 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 boom. Bam, ba dam, bam, bam, bam. If you're tuning in on your lunch break, be sure to tap that subscribe, double tap that screen and like this video. And subscribe to the channel. Right now we have a members only chat, which is a privilege we like to extend to our members. Special perk for being a member of the Dad's Workshop joiner family. All my joiners. It's really good right now, though.
That's great.
So, appreciate you activating that like button, Pilato. And anyone else out there, double tap that phone screen and like this video. If you stay in the chat too, sometimes, like most of my members have been gifted memberships, so it's a chance sometimes that somebody will be generous and do that. So you always stay in the chat. Don't leave. Stick around. Stay tuned. Big Mex in the house. What's up, Big Mex? Big Mex. Big Mex, you don't got to worry about the riffraff in the chat. See now? Clean chat. There went my fan. All right, we're back. Big Mex, I'm sure Heather just stepped around the corner for something. She's in there somewhere. Heather can tell you what postal what label she uses. I think that may be it, but I don't know. Don't quote me. If there's members in the gallery, you should make your presence known because it's your chat today. When I say the gallery, I mean if you're watching, not entering the chat, which is totally fine. That's what you want to do. Pilato, or Big Mex said, pirate ship works good, Pilato. Heather B said, and we've got a spot in town that accepts all of the carriers. So it's ideal, one spot drop. Yeah, we got like a multi-postal place. Too, they run after hours too. Very helpful local business. So that's how we were able to get you guys' packages out efficiently. If you were one of the winners of the drawings, the wheel spins. So, yeah. I need to go flip it over and work on this curve on the other side real quick. Yeah, and in a small town, a lot of times those multi-postal type places don't last very long because the business struggles. This is a small town too, but we like to keep her in, like if we're able to give her business, we do. I say her is a lady that runs it. So some of this meat here and some of this has to come off. Right on that knot too, it's going to be a pain. It'll make my saw look dull going through this knot, but it's not really. Well, it's probably not super sharp, but it's fine when I'm not working with that kind of stuff. Notice where the knot is, I'm making several cuts instead of just two, one or two. We got Real Outdoor Living in the house. Member Real Outdoor Living. Member Big Mex. Member Pilato. We got Billy in the house modding the chat. Who else we got in here today? Something tells me they didn't send an alert out for this thing, man. That's what I'm feeling. Woo. Welcome, Real Outdoor Living. Welcome, all my members. What will we do, baby, without you? That's the song. I'm doing a family ties thing today because we got family ties here. Our family ties that we're all members in the chat. Welcome, everybody. And I encourage all the members who are gifted memberships, renew your membership. Dad's Workshop is the club. It's the home. It's the epicenter. It's the place to be for all that crafty stuff and for my snide remarks about it, which I commonly make behind people's backs. I bet you were like Alex P. Keaton there, Pilato, young leader of the Young Republicans, leading the two hippie parents. No, I'm sure you didn't have two hippie parents, but you're the president of the Young Republicans. Suit and tie. Smoking hot but intellectual sister. Played by that Bateman girl. I cannot remember her name at the top of my head right now. Pilato confirmed my suspicions there that he was the president of the Young Republicans at his high school. We definitely had a Young Republicans in my high school. I think it was the economics teacher that was the president of that. I thought that was crazy. I didn't know they made such thing as a Republican teacher. Except for my mom was a bit. She was a bit of a... She was conservative, actually. She switched over. This is a knot. It's going to be ugly, guys. It's not going to be good here, how this comes out. I'm going to have to grind a lot of that down. There's no way around it though. This material here has to come out to make the curve proper. Yeah, man, let's hit that. Double tap that screen. Double tap. Appreciate you, Real Outdoor Living. Supporting the fam. And I will say, now, I was singing a Family Matters song yesterday, but now I forgot how you started. Hey, by the way, all these folks got channels, don't they? Hey, Cedar, Norm, welcome. Welcome, Norm. Welcome, Cedar Growbox. Now this chat's moving. All these folks pretty much got, I don't want to say all, I don't want to make an absolute statement. These folks got channels, people in the gallery. You should check their channels out too, since we're not muddled up with random spammers and stuff. You guys can check out all these people's. Look at all those names on the screen. Tap one of them. Tap or type it in that search browser and check out their channel. There you go, chat. I want to send a special shout out to Ricker Creations, wherever Ricker Creations is out there. Ricker, we love you, Ricker. Ricker's name, I spun the wheel of members yesterday, and Ricker's name was the one that came up in the middle, so I wanted to make a special shout out to Ricker. Wherever he's at, I'm sure Bobby's there too. Not reading good, not doing good math, messing everything up. Yes, there's Pilado's link. Feel free, check that out. You see Real Outdoor Living's channel? There you go, at Real Outdoor Living. Anyone else who's in that chat, members in the chat, throw your channel up. Look at that thing, man. Such a pain. Sorry, we're going to pulverize it. Try to get it out of there cleanly as possible. There's going to be a gap there. I'm going to have to work a little bit. And then when I get to the next thing, it's going to feel like, you know, like my chisel is razor sharp again. I want to flip this to my side so I can go at it with a stop cut. That's my favorite part. See how knotty that spot is? Little gap out of the middle. It's tough because the knot is like a loose piece of wood in there, you know? And then the grain all around the area is so messed up, man. It's hard on tools too. I think we got a lot of it there. Hi, Matthew. Welcome. Yeah, I watch Growing Pains like every day, I think. They had that one on constantly. I don't have any lines laid out, but I'm going to go after this spot here. Make that look like balsa wood, dude. The big gun's out, right? Oh, Boner. Yeah, I remember him. I don't even know how they had a character on that show named that back then. Still working on that knot. That is right in that knot vicinity right there. Welcome everybody to Dad's Workshop, where we're working on this curved banister. I'm call it a curved rail for overtop. I should call this, as my friend Kelly mentioned this morning, about a staircase they're making in her shop. This should be, when I talk about the tie beams, I'm using construction terms. I should really call them stringers. They are really stringers, the long pieces on the bed from one side to another, holding the cross members. That should be the term that I'm using for them, because it's different than a construction frame. So we'll call them stringers from now on. This is the rail, or the banister that keeps your kids from falling off the bunk bed. It's going to be curved, and it's going to have some it's going to be different than any handrail or whatever that you've seen, or rail that you've seen on a bunk bed. Try to make it look different. That's the goal here. If you're not a member and you're subscribed, I suggest you become a member. You know, we like to do stuff. I'm doing members only chats, members only streams, or members only chats on a daily. Today I couldn't get to my members only stream, so I did members only chat today. I keep them from falling off. I don't know, Pilato. You know, it's good for a kid to fall 6 feet and hit an object on the way down, I suppose, every now and then, just to test their mettle, right? You know. A traumatic brain injury never hurt anyone, except for everyone. I fell off the bunk bed multiple times when I was young. I don't think even with the rail on there. My other bunk bed doesn't have a rail on it. The one that's here, did not build a rail for that, but I knew this one, where it's going, they're not going to accept no rail. I'm pretty sure alright, here we go. Real Outdoor Living said, shoot, when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure I died once and my parents told me to walk it off. They set a doctor's appointment for the next day. But Mom, I died. I took my mom out to this sledding hill one time. We had 24 inches of snow, 2 feet of snow. And I found this hill where there was another hill at the bottom of it. And once you caught speed, you would get airborne off this hill. So I brought my mom there. I was like, Mom, you got to see. You fly through the air like 20 feet up in the air once you hit this hill. And then it was the look mom, no hands moment. You know what I mean? It was almost literally like that, because it was no hands left on the sled when I went up in the air. I lost the sled from under me. I was way up in there. I remember looking down, seeing the ground. And when I landed, because everybody knew where my hill was, they had packed down all the snow and it had turned to ice, so I landed on solid ice on my back. My mom came flying down the hill. I looked at my mom in the face, and this is what I did. I couldn't catch my breath. Welcome back. Literally knocked every bit of air out of my lungs. Thought I broke my back. Probably did break a couple ribs. You walk it off. You get better. You get up. You go back up to the top and you go back down that daggone hill again. That's what you do. This time, don't aim for the spot where the ice is. What do we got? Kids are resilient. Once the little guy got out, once we got it, he was with the corpse for 20. Oh my gosh! After some intensive therapy, he turned out to be okay. He's fine. A little shaken up, but he's fine. He started talking again after about 2 or 3 weeks. That's what he said. Woodchucker Caleb, welcome. Welcome, Caleb. Welcome to my members only chat. What will we do, baby, without y'all? I don't know. That's the truth. So I got to show my appreciation to my members. Woodchucker, he runs a chainsaw carving channel. Woodchucker, drop your link on here so that everybody who's in the chat or everybody who's in the gallery who can't chat can check out your channel if you get a second. Oh man, it's starting to come around. A lot of material I had to take out of that. If I really wanted to, all I had to do was go to Home Depot. I could have got a board shaped like this already, right? It would come out the factory like that. Who said that? Was that Pilata who made that joke yesterday? There we go. There's Woodchucker's information. What will we do? We're on. Shining around. There is a knot right here. Look at that. That's gonna be a pain. Woo! Man, 5 times as much power to get through those things. My goodness. Woo! We got Pelado. We got John McNally in the house. Yeah. Yep. We got some funky grain. We got a knot right here. Harder to cut through, but that means I gotta, because it's so hard to chisel properly, you gotta cut through them several times if you know what you're doing. Because you need to bust it up, man. You basically gotta break that funky grain away. As you know, John. I'm right in the middle of the knot here. This top line is what I'm going by. Whew. Oh my goodness, every time you do those. So I gotta take some of this material out, I gotta take all that out. But we are getting toward the end. We're about 2/3 of the way done with this thing as far as the carving. And then we just gotta shape it a little. We'll do another one right here. Here's what it is here. Oh, I showed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just did.
I walked out here.
Yeah. Hey, babe. Could you give me some water, maybe? Real hot. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about in the chat. First of all, this is members only, so I ain't stopping y'all from talking about anything, unless it'll get me banned and struck. And second of all, I don't care about you talking about projects. That never bothered me, not even a little. Yeah, I got to make myself super clear. It's when people come in and shout their channel out, like before saying hi, before acknowledging anyone, they send people out of the stream. That's the part that bothers me. So I'm happy to have Woodchucker talk about his projects in here. I have no problem with that. I love that juniper. Juniper, good wood. Actually, Eastern red cedar is nothing but a type of juniper, excuse me. We got a juniper I got to take out in this backyard. I'd love to use that trunk for something, but may not be worth it. Certain wood is good to work and certain wood is not, you know. You'll waste your energy and dull your tools on it. When I see people running pallet wood through expensive equipment, I always wonder why. They think they're paying nothing for it, they're getting it for free, but it's not really true because they're wearing down their power tools with it. Nothing wrong with pallet wood, but listen to what I'm saying. If you're wearing your expensive power tools down with free wood, maybe you probably should think more about the tools and less about the quality, about the price of the wood, right? Because the tools cost money, tools take repair. If you're going to do pallet stuff, you got to do a lot of it by hand, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your tools. I know because I've ruined tools with reclaimed wood multiple times. And then been like, oh man, I should have just used regular wood or should have been more careful. Thought I was saving. So, whenever you tool wood, you want to make sure that you're balancing off the possibility that you could ruin tools. And there's wear and tear, just like a car. Just something to think about. It doesn't mean don't use reclaimed wood, because I love reclaimed wood. Some of my best pieces are reclaimed. Got to be careful though, because it has nails and fasteners and stuff in it. And you run that through an expensive table saw or a planer, and that's it. That's it for that tool. Or you got to get it repaired. It may be more expensive to repair than the value of the tool. And you all know what happens then. Having so much of my pine logs have bullets in them. Not looking forward to that. Well, yeah, don't want to saw through a bullet, though. You know, you may end up, depending on the type of bullet it is, if it has a jacket or whatever. If it's just straight lead, maybe your tool will be okay. I don't know. Lead's real soft, but if they have like a nickel jacket or some kind of expensive jacket on them, you know, probably then. Let's gotta take some more material off this. I'm gonna use the framing chisel. Gagey, welcome. Carrie, welcome. Welcome in. I guess I better sing a little. What would we do, baby, without you? What will we do, baby, without you? Chisel some wood. Welcome, welcome to my members only chat. My live stream, typical live stream, different style chat. Where I reward all my closest folks for being able to have the floor. What a better way to reward it? Is there a better way? Maybe. Who knows? Da 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 da. Sha na na na. I decided to swap the members only live stream for the members only chat today. Was a little late rising, sorry about that, folks. I thought it would be fun to just switch it up though. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Carrie said this is coming out great. Thank you, Carrie. I should be using my other mouth for that. I'm a subscriber to the this trees Instagram, and they have this willow in upstate New York that's like 500 or 600 years old. It's crazy, naughty looking willow, and they grow tall quickly. But this one, imagine one that's 400, 500, 600 years old. As y'all know, I love my trees, man. Watch my short, check it out. I'll tell you a little bit about trees. Shout out to Wes, wherever Wes is at. I know he would be here if he could. I think he's out on the job site, mudding a ceiling or something. But shout out to Wes, everybody who doesn't know Wes. Wes does it. Check his stuff out. We got all these other people in the chat too. All of them got channels, so feel free to check out any of those channels too. Well, not all of them have channels, but many of them have channels, right? Well, many. More than a few. Maybe less than a dozen, but maybe not. Well, that's good news. Pilato said, I'm doing pretty well, Carrie. My gout attack seems to be subsiding. When my wife gets out of the hospital, is out of the hospital and getting better each day, getting stronger each day. That's great news, Pilato. We're so happy to hear that. Glad that Mrs. Pilato is doing well. I'm gonna knock something off this table if I'm not careful. Whew. Appreciate all those people. Appreciate you, appreciate your consistency and showing up and supporting our channel. That was the word I was looking for. This should be going up from there. This needs to be down from there. That's correct. And this should be kind of, yeah, that's right for that one too. All right. Woo! 91 almost here. 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Very warm today. Back to summer again, I guess. The bark can stay on them, Pilato. It is possible to do that. I made black walnut live edge cutting boards, charcuterie boards. The only way, if you cut the wood down in the winter, the bark will stay on. If you cut the wood down in the summer, the bark will come off. With hardwoods, that's how, actually I think with all trees, that's how it works. I don't know why that is. Don't ask me why. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that's how it is. The bark should stay on. I've got some live edge stuff in here somewhere. I mean, it's the live edge, you gotta probably sand it and work it a little bit and then oil it to keep it strong. And what I do is take like an angle grinder or sander over to knock the loose stuff off. You don't want people cutting meats and stuff and putting meats on a board that has loose bark on it. You know, that's the only thing. Just my only suggestion. Hold on, y'all. This is stupid stuff. Dan said, I was piddling around woodworking for a few years, but I got serious about 3 years ago. I think woodworking is similar to golf in that it's an addictive habit that will piss your wife off. Luckily, my girl is very supportive of this, and we do this for YouTube. But just like you could have a golf widow, you could have a woodworking widow too. Guy's always working on tinkering in something in his shop, and wife just like, did you not cut the grass? Grass is like 3 feet long. He's in the shop working. It happens. Very, very addictive, especially when you got some sharp stuff. Like when you start to learn how to do stuff, you're like, uh-oh, I got a wrinkle in my brain. Now I need to do it. I got to do it now. There's a knot in there somewhere. Again. So here's how I do this. Pulverize this mess right here. Grain wise. Get down to where you can pull it up. Flip the chisel over so you don't dig down below where you want to. Using that smaller bevel on the back of the chisel. Is Mike in the house? Mims in the house? Oh man, Carrie. Carrie said in June of 2023, on Father's Day, my wife went into the pool head first and broke her neck in 2 places. It is very possible for that to happen. Such a scary thing. I had a pool and I had some emergencies in there. Once my kid hit his head jumping in on the side of the pool, just scared the mess out of me, Carrie. I know how absolutely dangerous it is, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. And she's still recovering from that, Carrie? Is she on the mend, or how's that going? So you saved your life, Carrie. You saved her life. Oh, Carrie, that's a tough story, but I'm glad you shared that with us now. That kind of explains some stuff about the things you've said and where you were yesterday and things of that sort. And we thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. I literally hope she gets on her feet, you know. I don't know if that's a possibility or if she's on her feet already. But that's my hope. I hope that happens. There's amazing stuff, amazing miracles have happened where people have been able to walk again, and neuro regeneration. There's a lot of science in neurogeneration right now, and medicines that can do that. Regenerate those neurons that were broken or damaged when she broke her neck. Those nerve endings and the nerves that go down the spinal column. I said I had my wife endanger mine. How about me? How about you, Mike? I'll always entertain whataboutery. By the way, Mike wasn't in here when I told folks to check out everybody's channel. Mike has a live stream tonight. Shooting the poop. 7:30 Central, that is, I believe, 8:30 Eastern. Clarify on that again, Mike. We're getting to a point where the workpiece is kind of stressing the vise because I'm way on the end of it now. Check that out, Mike. Drop the time for shooting the poop. Plug that time. Woodshed asked. 7 Central. I don't want to tell him yes if it's not right. We should do a stop cut. This is acting wonky here. I don't know if I'm going to turn it on the side though. I'm sure Ruiz won't appear in the chat because his Cowboys lost last night. He's probably still crying about that. He's watching this replay. Sorry about your Cowboys there, Ruiz. Whoa, hello. I believe that. I believe that right there. would add 10 members to my chat. And am I like so stupid that I missed this? Wes, thank you. Let me get my, oh, am I missing a dowel here? Gotta have 2 dowels. Members only. Now there's more members to be in the members only. Am I right? We'll do the drum roll. Traditional drum roll. Start with the drum roll and the workpiece. Workpiece drum roll. And the drum roll, please. Wes with the gift of 10 memberships. Wes does it. Wes doing it again. Wes is always doing it. Ten memberships. Carrie with a huge donny right there. This is all, I'm just continuing because look at that. Huge donny. Huge donny from Carrie. Huge big donny from Carrie. Likes coming in. Likes coming in on them donies. Likes coming in on Wes. Wow, I'm so happy. I don't even care if those people roll out. They can roll out all they want. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, so happy to have that donny from Carrie, member. So happy to have this member's chat, have Carrie in the chat. Glad I didn't roll out early. Sticking around, hanging out. Friday evening. Carrie told us some stuff that was tough to hear, tough to read. We all support Carrie. And I don't know how people didn't, honestly, to be honest with you. Even without the donation, we love Carrie. We love you. We love Wes. They were kind of a little bit later in the chat too. Oh, let me put my gloves back on because my goodness, it is Splinter City out here. Carrie, I need to do another drum roll. I'm just waiting a second. I'm gonna do it. Probably should do it with bare hands. I don't know if I can drum roll with I gotta be as annoying as possible here. I'll start my drum roll down on the end of the workpiece. Oh, see, I lost it because it's a small circle. My chops are a little bit weak. See, that sounds different on different parts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, a lady and gentleman made the day of myself and Sir Miss Heather. We're so happy to have that. And that's why we're going to keep on this mission. We don't play games around here. We are here for y'all. We do need that, Carrie. So your angel guides were right. Your angel guides were right, Carrie. Wes, thank you too. A big, huge to do 10 gift memberships. Hope they get them. Still working on YouTube about that. YouTube has some glitch going on right now with their gift memberships. If y'all don't know, the drum roll is what I do whenever somebody provides this channel with a generous gift. And we got 2 in quick succession there. They did? Good, 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 good. Yeah, it seems like YouTube was responsive. They're gonna figure it out. So thankful, so humbled. That's where I'm at right now, guys. Wes, Carrie, everybody, all the other members too, and so thankful, so humbled. That's all I can say. I'm just filled with a humbled feeling that you know, I want to be able to deserve that. I want to earn that. I'm not going to be pouty and say I haven't earned it. I'm going to keep going and making sure that I continue to earn y'all's respect and appreciation. See you later, Pelado. Pelado's got a run, member, friend of the program. See how that digs right through that when you use that micro bevel on that other side? You can become a member to this channel too with 1/100th of the donation that Carrie just gave. Divide her donation by 100, and that's how much it costs to be a member here and be a part of this fam and share in the joy that we experienced. So consider it. We love our members. That's why we're gonna do member stuff all the time. It's gonna be. You're gonna want to be a member here. You're gonna want to stay a member here. So those of you who have been gifted memberships, when they send that thing to you, says, hey, here's your opportunity, your membership's gonna run out. Hey, put that payment information in, become a member again. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I'm gonna tell you. Become a member again. Pick your favorite channel, even if it's not this one, and become a member of that channel. I'm a member of Mike's, I'm a member of Wes's. We hang out, we do stuff. Ooh, something funny in there. Plywood. Yes, friends and family. Friends and family. It's fam up in here. That's how we roll. This one. Be careful about that. Somebody should be getting some mallets in the mail here shortly. The post did this thing where they didn't scan a couple of them. Carrie's, I think your Carrie's got scanned. There's 1 or 2 of them got scanned at the post office. The other ones are somewhere in the postal system, and I'm sure they're on the way, but we don't like that because we feel like they're in limbo when we don't get tracking information. Oh, you know what I do need to do? Where's Carrie at? Carrie, hold on. Carrie, hold on. Carrie, you, me? Come on, come out. Okay. It's okay. Yeah. That was Carrie's hug. Wes, since you taught me how to hug, you might say you taught me how to love. I'd say you taught me how to hug because it's a little extreme to say that, even if it's true. But Wes, come here. Come here, man. Come here. It's okay. I know we're two dudes. Come here. There we go. I'm told I'm a good hugger, you know. That's what I'm told. You might say I'm an excellent hugger, actually. I'm told I'm above average in hugging. I think we may be able to use the framing chisel on the rest of this. There's still work to do. I'm going to stop after I finish this end piece right here. I need to take a quick water break here. What's the timestamp right now? 2:17. What? Just gonna take a quick water here. What? Sweaty hug? Yeah.
I saw the sweat and I thought,
that isn't what? Yeah. Sorry, folks. I'm gonna drink a little water there. It is, as Mike would say, 115 degrees out here. But it's not quite that hot. But I wanted to say that. It was homage, Mike. It was homage. I mean, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't say it. I like it. I might have said in my head, I'm going to steal that one. Might have said that in my head. Of course, everyone knows it's Mike, so there's no way I can steal it. Like, steal it and get away with it. You know, that kind of steal. Come on, Mike. Feel free to mimic me, man. Oh, that's right. You did that already. That's how we roll. It's all in good fun. It's all in love. Probably wouldn't have said it if you weren't in the chat. Little good change the subject. Thank you. I think Mike said he was gonna carve. I saw that in Delon's chat. I was in Delon's chat. What did he say?
He said, we're doing it for the tubes. I said, now the scene with other woodworkers.
I might flip this around and work it from the other direction, but let me take these chunks out real quick. I almost lost a chisel. That could have landed on my foot. Thanks again. Big shout out to all my members. Mike. Got Woodchucker Carry. Man, there's so many. I thought I saw CNG in here. Cedar Grow Box. Woodshed by Dan. Wes. Of course, Carrie, Wes. Heather. Plywood. There's a whole bunch, man. Everybody in the chat is a shout out. You in the chat, you're a shout out. Good vibe story. See this pivoting? Something happened with the vise now is oh, it's got to be tightened with the this bolt right here needs to be tightened. I have to do that, man, because I can't have this play right like this. It's too much. Huge super chat gift from Carrie. Big, huge gift from Wes. We are so appreciative. People like to see vulnerability anyways on YouTube, man. They don't want to see you get everything right. The perfect channel, the days of the perfect woodworking channel are kind of like, in a lot of channels, the perfect everything. The whole image, everything you see is always perfect. Those days are coming to an end. Yeah, I really don't want to be holding this workpiece, but there's a little play in my vise right now. It's that bottom line, really. But we can work down to that. Left hand too, guys. Just testing my left-handed dexterity here. I know that looks rough, but we can straighten that up. Let's use the framing chisel and put a little muscle into it. Framing hammer, framing chisel. Both. Whoa! Time to stop everything. Stop everything. Everything stops. Time stops. Time freezes. Time stops. And I'm gonna hit that like button on that too. My goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get my little snare drum. Do the snare drum roll. Snare drum. Here we go. That was kind of, I could have been better on that start. $100 from Wes does it. $100 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That left hand I gotta work on. Thank you so much. Tiny desk. It's like it's like NPR's Tiny Desk. Now I gotta put my gloves back on. But not stop acknowledging that was a huge gift from Wes. Much, much appreciated. Loosen my wrist up there a little bit. Let me flip this workpiece around, man. I'm so humbled. I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna keep going until that camera dies, pretty much here, or until it tells me it's not gonna let me go anymore, which will be pretty shortly because we've been on for a minute here. See that little toggle I got on my stand? I'm gonna fix it. Oop. Dowels. It's a little one. How many of y'all ever drum rolled with dowels or pencils? All I did was make my teachers mad doing that in the school. They told me I will never amount to anything. That's what they did. I think I like it better the other way. a huge deal. This thing's gonna have a hard time holding this whole workpiece. I'm gonna really crank this. That's the best. I think that's the best angle I'm gonna find. I'm just gonna have to watch out with my chisels. We're so appreciative of those gifts. And then we got new members too that are gonna be popping in, I'm sure, hopefully. YouTube is supposed to give those memberships to the people that are most frequently in your chats. It's supposed to be assigned to them. So hopefully that's what happened. We love our new members. We love our subscribers too. Of course, we'll go back. Next week we'll be doing regular videos, and we're gonna do members only stuff every day also. That's our thing here. It's all about the members. It's all about community building. People are our currency. I say that to everybody. Of course, currency is our currency too, but Wes does it earlier today. He was mudding a ceiling. Looked really good. I mean, the kind of stuff you see a good carpenter do with ease, you know. That's really hard for a normal person who's never done it. Mudding a ceiling. Real uncomfortable. You pinch those nerves in your shoulders. It's just really uncomfortable. If you're not in carpenter shape, Wes just slang that mud right up there, man. Like it was nothing.
Harry asked for real about the teachers not believing him. I thought maybe a good time for how you walked around a high school story.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't. Some of my teachers I can't blame for their skepticism of me or my abilities, you know. I did stuff like I would have the textbook in my hand and I would read a different book inside the textbook that was more interesting to me, and then do really poorly on the test. And so a teacher would think that I was in an advanced chemistry class, and the teacher's like, "Why are you in advanced chemistry class? You seem like you might have a learning disability." And I was like, "Nah, yeah, I don't know. But it was because instead of doing the actual chemistry inside my chemistry book, I had like a book that I got from Barnes and Noble or something that I was like reading, and it wasn't fiction. It would have been nonfiction. I didn't even read fiction books in high school. I don't think I ever did. When they took us to the library in elementary school, I would get like books on the Civil War, or sharks, or dinosaurs, or the Revolutionary times, or ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, the Mayans, the Incas, ancient art. That's the kind of stuff I was always reading about. So the teachers didn't understand me, and in high school I was in an AP English class, so advanced placement English, and we were reading this book called The All True Travels and Adventures of Liddy Newton. And I hadn't read the book at all, but I've drafted up like a BS paper. There was no actual information in the paper whatsoever. And the teacher gave me a really poor grade on it and was like, "Did you even read this? This doesn't look like you read this." And I was like, "Man, this is my breaking point." I was a senior in high school. I don't know why this was the moment, but I was like, "Man, I'm not reading any more of this book." I said, "I didn't read it. You're right. It's horrible. It's so boring." And it's absolutely think about my demo. I'm a young, like, testosterone filled male. A girl's coming of age story is going to be really hard for me to stomach, you know, at that age. Maybe I could put myself through it now, but in high school it was really hard for me. So I walked out of the classroom, and the teacher followed me out of the classroom and was like, "Hey," she's like, "Hey, you, Calvin, come back." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not coming back." I walked out of high school, senior year, pretty early in the year, I would say. I don't know, maybe like around December. It was around December when stress starts building, holidays coming. I walked out of school and never went back in there. I ended up going to night school. Smartest kid in night school, dude. Alternative school, basically. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't really my teacher's fault. I was a difficult one. Very rebellious. My class voted me class rebel on the superlatives, and the teachers and administration didn't like me, so they removed superlatives. That's how they dealt with that. I mean, and when I tell you, I can't make that up. It wasn't that I was really, it was that I was a rabble rouser. I was always like a rabble rouser, and that's the worst thing to them. They don't need anybody stirring up discontent, you know, staging walkouts and stuff like that in school. They tear gassed my class one time in the cafeteria because they were throwing food around, some sort of protest or something. I'm glad I wasn't in the cafeteria. I was in the courtroom, or in the courtyard, not the courtroom. Could have put me in there too. Shoot. I was in the courtyard and I see the Fairfax County Police surrounding the cafeteria, and they lock it with chains, and they hurl tear gas into this cafeteria full of kids. Can you imagine? Should have made the news. And they wonder why kids go bananas, and that's the way they're treated, like prisoners. We do need to be better at that. Carrie said we need to be better at seeing our children as individuals. Absolutely. Each person has something unique to contribute. And it may not be in the educational industrial complex that we've built for training industrial workers. That's what we built our education system for. And that's the way that it responds to people, in a way that you're going to be a good worker bee, right? We got to know that you're going to be a good worker bee and do what you're told without asking questions. Disregard history, because you didn't really learn it anyway. You learned it the way we wanted you to learn it. Disregard what little history you know, and subscribe to the history that we give you, and the paradigm that if you work hard enough, if you work really hard, you're going to make it. And we all know, in the world we live in now, that's not the case. It's just not. Hard work does not equal success. Hard work is important. Diligence is important, but it doesn't equal success. So I graduated, you know. And I had a chance to walk with my high school too, and I chose to not. I chose to walk with the kids at my alternative school. I'd rather walk with them. That's what I had an opportunity, man. I was on the graduation ticket from my main school. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like they cared. In fact, my teacher at the alternative school is the one that got me into college, Miss Chamberlain. Love, wherever you are, Miss Chamberlain, shout out for getting me into college. Single-handedly. I wouldn't have gotten into college without her. She pulled strings. And then I did fairly well in college, because that was the kind of environment that I could respond to. Deep level thinking, higher level thinking skills, more critical stuff, more, radical stuff. Kind of stuff I like. Mike said, if I stayed academic, I would just be a geek. I needed the physical challenge and what the Army would give me to round me out. Makes sense, man. Yeah. Like that's what Carrie's talking about, the individuality of children. Each kid has different needs and they can be met if a teacher or an adult studies that kid properly and develops a relationship that's meaningful with that child. Then it should be that they can help them get where they need to go. I need to check this curve out. Looks like it needs a little work here. Yeah, in that spot. But in general, it's coming around. I haven't decided what orientation I want to use on it either yet. I got to do some stuff this afternoon, make some phone calls. Y'all can, of course, anybody in all the members that are in the chat, appreciate all the members. Want to say a special thank you to Wes and Carrie for their contributions to our mission, our family, our channel here. I'm going to tap that screen and like the video. I suggest you do that. Plywood said, I went to vocational school as a freshman. When graduation day came, I did not go through the graduation ceremony at all. Wow, Plywood, said Carrie. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to wrap it up now. If you all are running live streams, feel free to plug your live stream at the bottom. I don't know if Wes is going to go live after this, if he's around the house or if he's still on the job site. Thanks to Carrie. Thanks to Wes. Thank you, Mike, for being around. Thanks, Plywood. Thank you to Woodshed by Dan. All the other members that showed up today that were in the house, talking, chatting, yapping, whatever. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Do the next right thing. Give somebody a hug who wants it consensually. And you're not sweaty when you do it. And we love you. We'll see you all shortly. This is Dad's Workshop. Thank you all for being